Everyone, it's your boy Matt. It's Tac0 admin for 13 July 2025. So I'm making a few videos today because I'm going to have to get back into a fighting stance because I'm having to deal with some hostile acts. So number one, we've had our first plant. Tac0 exists in the realm of what we can call information warfare, and I've kind of made a mockery of a whole lot of different things. But at the same time, this is also a game a whole lot of different people can play. Anyone can play information warfare. So I've had to deal with the plant. We've had an intentional misrepresentation of a character in Tac0, and that has allowed a person to be able to create a false sense of persecution, portray a false sense of persecution, because they both are aware that they were not persecuted, and they are aware that by displaying this persecution, they are engaging in information warfare. So that's point of order one. On a timeline of things, this occurred at the same time when there has been a very, very good ABC documentary on negative masculinity and chauvinism. It's an excellent episode and I recommend watching it. So I'm happy for this to be included in the narrative of Tac0. This is an excellent way to get that message across. I would add that the interventions for dealing with toxic masculinity is not for young men to be belittled, and it's not for young men to be condescended to. It's not an opportunity for women who have an issue with men, and it's often this. I've seen this a whole lot of times, or one of those people like Andrea Lamont Mills, who needs to be on top of it because she loves this moral superiority. Right? You can't have those people doing that, and those people are attracted to the teaching of young men about these things like the plague. I remember this when I was in the Navy. We had this very angry lieutenant commander who was honestly just a bit of a misandrist, if I'm honest, teaching us about how to treat women and shit. It was like, shut the fuck up, bitch. Right? No one at the college liked that woman, and she earned that she earned that. It wasn't because she was a woman; it's because she was an obnoxious person. Right? She wasn't disliked because of chauvinism. She was disliked because she was just obnoxious, and no one liked her. So that's that point. I'm doing a video trying to express why some of the strategies I used to deal with over misbehavior by some members of the intelligence community and Michael's militia and general issues which I've had with Michael. And I'm going to explain that through the lens of Slavoj Žižek's theory, mainly through my understanding of his work, Sublime Object of Ideology. Like, fuck man, I'm stoned. Like, it's a book which, as an academic project, what I want to do is I want to rewrite it in the lens of different theories, because his work, a whole lot of different disciplines have come up with very similar ideas, and to me, so other people can actually understand his work without having to go through the niche academic disciplines which he went to, because he was trained in a curriculum which no longer exists in Eastern European philosophy, like under the Soviet Union, right? That entire art form no longer exists in the same kind of structure. Like he got to experience secret policing firsthand, and the history of his people and the context around him has been just his life. His work has been in the context of secret policing and the KGB. So I'm going to use that, sort of the theory and how Žižek sees the world, and how I learned to see some of the world through Žižek's eyes, or my Žižek, if that makes sense, because like it's not going to be the same as his. like he spent his career on this subject. I'm walking into it, and I'm also might have useful shit from something else, which is a misrepresentation, but it's actually a feature, not a bug. So I'll explain that. That's another video which I'm going to be doing today. Either way, that's Tac0 admin. Have a good one.